but it was the last constituency group organization that was brought forth. Based upon organizing that, the organizing director at the time thought that the influx of workers that need to be organized were Asians working in the service industry, specifically, like HERE, hotel employees, restaurant employees, SCIU, Service Employee International Union, working in, janitorials, just basically service employees. And so that these workers, and if you needed to have inroads in terms of organizing these workers, that you need to have organizers. And so the Organizing Institute with the AFL-CIO really was pushing to get a constituency group with Asians. And so we brought together a steering committee of approximately 42 people, 42 union I guess you'd have to be union leaders across the country. And they came from all over the country, where predominantly where there was a density of Asians population, and so like nurses Filipino nurses in Chicago, or the Chinese workers in New York City. Meat packers in United Food and Commercial Workers who represent Vietnamese meat packers in Kansas and Iowa. They had a guy in from Los Angeles. Textile workers in Carolinas and in New York. So they were all from different areas, and these were either business agents. Wasn't too many. Not too many actual labor leaders per se, like presidents or anything like that. In Hawaii, there was, mostly Asians there, so there's a couple people from Hawaii, ILWU, Guy Fujimura out of the ILWU is secretary of ILWU Local 142, and but they based it on that the need to organize Asian workers, and they felt that there was a need. In order to do that, then they needed to have another group, and they were going to base that on the Organizing Institute to organize. So we would have twice a year organizing workshops for just primarily Asian workers to go out and earn training, and then after that, then they would go out on an organizing drive, and then these affiliates would come back and say, okay, these are the people who went through the Organizing Institute. Do you need to have, how many organizers do you need? So based upon that, and besides that, and what I felt more so, and that's why I'm not with them necessarily anymore, is working with them to that extent anymore, is because I felt it went more to that the community need to be involved. And so what I do now is I work as a conduit from being part of the community and trying to bridge that gap with labor, to let them understand and educate them that this is what unions are all about in labor, and that we can work together as a community and labor. And so with APALA, we're able to do that and push an agenda for some of the political work that we needed, and in some of our home countries, like in China or in the Philippines, and things that where those workers were being exploited.